So I've actually realized that most of the time agency owners don't actually have a problem with getting clients. They don't have a broken agency. They just don't know how to set meetings consistently, and therefore that's having a knock-on effect on how many clients they can actually close and how successful their agency quote unquote is. So let's jump into exactly how I'm getting 2 to 3 meetings each and every week consistently and how you can replicate it too. So guys, welcome back to the channel. Untitled Gordon here. Hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. Forgive me for the rough look, by the way, and also if you're new around here, please drop a like, comment and subscribe. I've actually been getting some really awesome DMs from people. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I don't know which side it's going to be on, but make sure you follow me on Instagram and send me a DM. I actually just had a dude actually sign his first, I believe it's his first client. I can't really remember the actual message, but he just signed a first client. I think I've had a couple of people actually, and I'll throw the screenshots up on the screen of people actually saying that they've been able to take their agency from 0 to actually closing clients just using this stuff on my actual channel. And here's the actual proof. Throw up the actual screenshots if I remember to tell my actual video editor to do so. But those, as you can see, are people reaching out to me and telling me that they love my content, and they're actually signing clients from this free stuff, which is awesome, which is exactly why I do this stuff, guys. And that's why you guys need to subscribe to this channel, because I'm always dropping free fire content. Anyway guys, let's jump into this. So how do you go about setting 2 to 3, maybe even 4 or 5 meetings a week consistently? You see guys, I've actually noticed, and I speak to a lot of people, as you'll see, I'll actually pull up my actual calendar and I'll show you like these actual meetings, and I'll show you that they're not actually any fluff, so that you can see that I'm actually not talking out my arse basically. So I speak to a lot of people, agency owners and business owners that want social media marketing and stuff like that. But what I'm trying to get at here guys is that I speak to a lot of agency owners that think they have an unsuccessful agency. They actually aren't unsuccessful. I've realized and boiled it down, and this may sound obvious, but sometimes the obvious thing is what we're kind of like overlooking most of the time. I've noticed that a lot of agency owners don't actually have an unsuccessful agency. They just don't know how to successfully set meetings. If they had just that one system set down, as in they had that set in pat, and they had a solid method of setting meetings consistently, I guarantee you they would be at 10k per month really quickly. And a lot of people, this is the thing, a lot of people actually get themselves down on the fact that they're not at 10k per month, or they're not at this, whatever the amount is per month, and they're not realizing that they're only not there. The reason why they're not there is just because they don't have a method of setting meetings consistently. So they have all the back-end systems set up properly, they have a good idea as to how to get results for clients, they're good at sales and stuff like that, they're okay at sales, they're decent at sales. And this is the thing guys, when you have a strategy to pull in meetings consistently, you don't even need to be the greatest at sales. And hear me out here, let's say you're setting 100 meetings a week. Let's just hypothetically say you're setting 100 meetings a week. Well, you're absolutely shit and you can only close 1 client a week for 1k. You're gonna get to literally 8k in 2 months. You're literally gonna close 4 clients each and every month, even if you're absolutely shit at sales. So me, I don't even think it's a matter of like whether you're good at sales or not. I just think that if you can, the more meetings you can get in the pipeline and actually attend and actually, be on Zoom or however you set your meetings. I recommend Zoom, by the way. I really believe that even the shittest dude at sales, even the most dumb, like idiot dude that's completely shit at sales can close clients and get to that 8k per month mark or that 10k per month mark really quickly, if they just have this one system set down, which is being able to set meetings up consistently, and a bunch of them basically. So again, I just think by the law of averages, if you can set up a bunch of meetings, you're going to close sales basically. And that's the aim of the game. So let me quickly jump into my computer and actually show you that I'm actually talking the truth, and I'm actually setting 2 to 3 meetings, sometimes even 3 meetings a day for my actual social media marketing agency really quickly. So guys, as you can see, wait, let me actually show you the date real quick. It is now Friday I don't know if you can see that. It's Friday the 19th of June. So this is my QT scheduling. This is where I literally host all of my calls. I'm gonna refresh this real quick just so you can see that nothing funky is going around here. The ones in blue, you want to keep a lookout for. Basically, the ones in blue you want to keep a lookout for. The purple ones, these are for my personal brand, so that's coaching stuff. So you can see this one says discovery call coaching, these ones say discovery call, and these are for the agency. So as you can see, that's 3 meetings on Monday. One of them is probably a mistake because this Dane dude, and by the way, this Dane dude, I'm actually working with his sister, and before we actually set up her ads, she came through Upwork, by the way. Before we could even set up her ads and actually get them running, she actually recommended, and this is a new client I closed the other day, by the way, a woman, this dude's sister basically, and she referred Dane to me, and now Dane set up a meeting with me. But as you can see, on Monday we have 3 calls, 2 with Dane, but I believe one's a mistake, so I'm going to count those as just 2 because I'm probably going to delete this first one. Because of the time zone he's in. I know what time zone he's in, by the way. So that's June the 22nd. This is June the 15th. There's 1 call right there, and there's 1 call on Saturday. This is the thing, I'm setting so many discovery calls that I actually booked this one by accident. Like this one right here, booked this one by accident. The reason why I say it by accident is because it's actually Father's Day on this Sunday, and me and my brothers were gonna go up to the crib, to my parents' crib, and actually chill on the Saturday, and I actually fucked up because I was supposed to block off this calendar before this, and then this discovery call came in, and I was like, shit, now I'm probably going to be drinking another bit of brandy with my brothers at like 2 PM and probably get drunk by the time this rolls around, but I'll try not to. Probably gonna have to sneak off and take that discovery call. But as you can see, there's another 2 discovery calls there. The actual agency, let me quickly go to the 8th of June. 1 discovery call there, another discovery call there, and there's a bunch of other discovery calls I had for the actual personal brand and whatnot. Let's go to keep clicking through. 3 discovery calls there. Is there any on the Saturday? It's a bit weird handling this with the camera, so forgive me guys. But as you can see, 3 discovery calls there, another 2 discovery calls, or 3 discovery calls there. Again, just look out for the blue ones. That's all that matters. That's the agency. And by the way, some of these actually turned into actual clients, by the way. These are not just discovery calls, these are actual calls that I've actually attended, and some of them, I won't say which ones, have actually become clients. As you can see, we've got 2 discovery calls there back to back. We've got 2 discovery calls there on the same day as well, so that's 4 right there. And this is May the 11th, running on May the 11th. But as you can see, every week I'm getting discovery calls, 1, 2 there, another 3 there, that's 5 in a week. Some days I'm having 3 discovery calls, and as you can see, these are actual real people, by the way. April the 27th, another 4 discovery calls for the agency. April the 20th, another 2 discovery calls for the agency. Let's see if we got any Saturday. No, Saturday looks like it's blocked off. Fridays, by the way, are blocked off because I record videos on Fridays, which is what I'm doing right now. So guys, as you can see from my actual calendar, I'm actually setting 2 to 3, 4, sometimes even 5 discovery calls each and every week with my actual agency. Now let me break down exactly how I'm going about doing that. Now that you've seen proof and I'm actually doing this, I want to break down a few things that you kind of need to take from this and implement yourself. So guys, how do you go about replicating this yourself? There's a few things I want to break down real quick. First and foremost, you need to stick to one thing. This is the thing. If you're doing email outreach, cold calls, cold looms, cold this thing, cold that thing, stick to just one of them. This is the thing. Stick to one of them and master one before you move on to the other thing. So what I mean by that is me, for example, I'll actually show you real quick as well. Hopefully you guys can see this, but like literally on the 7th of November 2018, I set my, and by the way, this is my little sales process that I said I was going to keep. Like literally I was doing like 20 Facebook messages a day, 20 Instagram messages a day, 20 emails a day, 20 LinkedIn messages a day, and I was doing a bit of cold calling as well. And that was the process. I would do all that. Then I would take them to maybe a website that had a value video on, or they'd go straight to a call, and I'd use the sales script on Zoom calls. And again, this was like written back on the 7th of the 11th, 2018. So guys, as you can see, I was doing a bunch of outreach. Hopefully this camera's set nicely. But anyway, guys, look, I was doing a bunch of outreach. That is not good for anybody. Trying to complete all of that work in one day is way too much of a hassle. You're gonna get disheartened. You're going to start building negative like reinforcements in your brain. Like it's gonna be a negative connotation to you waking up and building your dreams, because you're gonna remember like the pain you had to go through the previous day trying to get all the outreach done. Then you wake up and you have to do it all over again. It's like trying to climb a hill and then having to restart and climb the hill again the next day. It was horrible basically. Now I'm literally just sending 10 proposals each and every day on Upwork. That's my main method of outreach. That's literally what I do all of my outreach on, just Upwork. The reason why I use Upwork is because they're warm leads and I just feel like it's very easy to do. And this is the thing as well, guys. You, like I said, you want to stick to one thing and make it as easy as possible. So stick to, remove everything else, and if you're not getting any clients, like trying to do your omni-channel outreach and whatnot, stop doing that and just use one method first. This is what you need to do. stick to one method first that you know work. Like, look around the industry, what are other people doing, and stick to that one method of outreach. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're trying to reach out to e-commerce businesses. You're probably not going to cold call an e-commerce business, because that's not a way that I've seen work really, really well. I've seen emails work really, really well for the e-commerce niche, and that's what I'm about to get into. But essentially what you need to do is stick to just one thing that you know has proven results and has previously worked in the past. Even if it's just few people that have actually successfully got clients using that outreach method for that particular niche, then you stick to that and stick to that until you actually get a client. This is the thing, guys. What you want to do as well is you want to first of all stick to one thing, make it easy for yourself as well. And what I mean by make it easy for yourself, like right now I'm literally just doing 10 to 15 proposals each and every day. Normally I average around 12 each and every day outreach on Upwork, and all I do is I just sit there in the morning and I prospect 12 little jobs that I think are going to be a good fit for my actual agency. Then I just apply to them. Once that's done, I don't cram in any other work for the actual agency. Maybe well, kind of right now I am a little bit, because I'm actually focusing on trying to build out a team for my e-commerce agency. I'm actually about to build an e-commerce agency and get into that now that I've got a very consistent, you know, nice stream of actual income coming in from my clients from Upwork. But essentially what I like to do is reward myself once I've hit my number. So what you need to do as well, guys, is disassociate yourself from getting clients. And what I mean by that is remove all expectation. What you need to do is set a number and stick to your number. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're trying to get to 10K per month with your agency. Good, have that goal written down, but then forget about it. And what I mean by that is, don't focus on the 10,000, like, you know, pounds or dollars per month. Focus on the processes that are going to get you clients, basically. And what that is outreach. And what I do is I set a number for outreach that I have to complete each and every day. It's a number, and you want to work that number. And I also make a tally chart, and then I track that number each and every day inside of Stride's app. If I hit my 12 outreach a day, that is a success for me. That's what I base my success on. A lot of you are basing your success on whether or not at the end of the day you've got a client or not, or a discovery call or not. You need to remove that. And this is the thing you need to realize in the agency world. Not every day you're going to close a client unless you're running crazy amounts of ads and you're just spending like 50K a day on like ads and shit like that, which I'm pretty sure nobody's really doing for the agency unless you're like huge agency like Ogilvy or something like that. But anyway, you guys get the idea. What you need to do is remove all expectation. Stop putting your success. This is what you need to do. You need to stop connecting your day-to-day success on the fact of whether or not you got a client that day or not, or a discovery call or not. What you need to do is, because you can't control those factors, you can kind of control those factors, but like one day I can wake up and I know I can do my 10 outreach and I might set a discovery call and actually close that day, but that is not something I can control each and every day. That might happen, and I'm not trying to say that it's luck or anything like that. I don't believe in like the whole luck thing. I think that luck has a very small part to play in this. What I really mean is that I can control how much outreach I do each and every day without question. Like I know if I spend 2 hours on outreach, I can get 20 outreach done or 30 outreach done or however many it is, and I can control that each and every day. So that's what I should base my success on. When I hit 10 outreach a day or 12 outreach a day or 15 outreach a day, that's a success for me, and then I can go away and chill, read my book, and give myself a reward for that, because that's what I base my success on. And that's why a lot of you guys are getting disheartened when it comes to running your actual agency. That would be the first two things I would say to you guys. The second thing is you want to make it easy, as in you want to make it just around 1 to 2 hours a day each and every day, and you actually want to feel as if at the end of the day, after you've done your outreach, you want to feel as if that was too easy. I still have gas left in the tank, basically. You want to feel as if like, I feel like I've not done enough today. And that's how you know you're on the right track. Trust me, you don't want to listen to all like Gary Vee shit. I love Gary Vee, but trust me, that's not going to work if you're trying to be, if especially at the beginning, that's probably not going to work for you. If you're a new entrepreneur, you don't have the mental strength for that. Not even me, I don't have the mental strength for that. No, I don't think nobody has the mental strength for that unless your name's actual fucking Gary Vee. You have to be a very mature and trained entrepreneur. And this is the thing you guys don't understand it, like, or some of you guys don't understand it. You actually have to train your willpower. Willpower is like a muscle. Once you keep flexing it, it's like a muscle. It literally depletes. Your willpower will deplete, and willpower is not a great thing to kind of rely on. You need to rely more on discipline and systems and routines, basically, and that's what I highly recommend. Also, guys, I should have said this as the #1 thing you need to focus on, and that's just, again, sticking to one thing, but you want to set yourself a challenge. And this, I kid you not, I wish, and I'm going to say this very slowly, I'm probably going to repeat it multiple times because I need this to get through to you guys. Like, seriously, like, let me zoom in real quick. I'm not even joking. Do one thing consistently. Do one method of outreach consistently for 90 days straight without missing a single day. I repeat, do one method of outreach for 90 days straight, 90 days flat, without missing a single day. And what do I mean by that? I mean this: pick email outreach, pick cold calling, pick whatever it is, just pick one thing. Set your number, which means, you know, I'm going to do 15 pieces of emails a day. That would be setting your number. Then you stick to 90 days, sending 15 emails out each and every day for 90 days straight. Do that for 90 days straight, and I guarantee you, you will get a client. I am being dead serious. Guys, literally that is exactly what I did when I said that I'm gonna start using Upwork. Like, I tried using Upwork before, it didn't really work. But then I realized that I need to stop everything else because I was doing all this other outreach and whatnot. Then I realized that it's the consistency that really matters, and it compounds on itself. So what you need to do is stick to one thing over a 90-day period. I don't care who's telling you different. Trust me. Just literally stop everything, refresh everything, and just have a fresh start and just relax. That's the thing you need to first do. Just relax, fresh start, delete everything. The past is of no use. If you've been failing up until this point, don't worry about it, forget it. You're now starting new again. What you're gonna do is set yourself a 90-day challenge, and you're just going to do 10, 15 to 20 pieces of outreach, nothing more than that. It shouldn't take you more than 1 to 2 hours a day, and you're gonna do that for 90 days straight. And then, and this is the thing, don't think about anything else. Do not think about trying to do cold calling on top of it. Don't think about trying to do this method of outreach on top of that as well. Once you're done for the day, you're done. You're not doing anything else unless you have calls or something like that. Don't do anything else, any other piece of work for your agency that day. Trust me, don't do it unless you got client work and whatnot, but that's different. But just do one method of outreach each and every day for 90 days straight, and trust me, you will get a client. And in fact, when was the last time you actually did something consistently for 90 days straight without missing it for one day, like consistently? You probably can't answer that question because you haven't done that before. But that's what you need to do, guys, and that's the actual difference between people who are trying to get agency clients to people who actually get agency clients. And trust me, it really does work, as you can see from my actual calendar. But guys, in your outreach as well, you also want to make sure you're personalized, making sure you're hitting their pain points and all that sort of stuff. And if you're in my actual 4-week program, you guys know exactly what I'm saying in my cover letters to actually go about getting my actual agency clients and whatnot. But guys, with that being said, I hope that you've enjoyed this. It's been a little bit of a longer video, long-winded, but I really wanted to break down this stuff because this stuff is very serious. A lot of people think they're actually a failure when actually they're not a failure. They just need to find that method and stick to one thing at a time and make sure they're setting discovery calls consistently, and then they wouldn't be a failure, trust me. But anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.